how far are we in the shoot?
We are day 52 of about 72, and so we're, past the halfway point, and we've shot more than half the movie, so things are going well. Things are going well. It's hard to define this one, which I think is fun, which was my attraction to it, because it is a part thriller, but it's probably a lot more action than the films that I've done. I've been more of a thriller director, so this is really more of a big sort of spectacle action piece with a great sort of thrill line going through it. Basically, the idea, it's sort of reminiscent. When I read it, it reminded me of North by Northwest and sort of had elements of The Fugitive. And so you basically have these two people who are being framed for something that they didn't do, and you're not really sure if they did it or didn't, did do it or did not do it. And basically, they're on the run, having to perform some of these tasks to prove themselves innocent. At the same time, they don't know who is orchestrating all of their moves. So it provides for, if we tell you the entire plot, then it ruins the end of the movie. So yeah, there's definitely a Big Brother situation, and whether this element or this group is using traffic cams, and every time we use your credit card, they're kind of tracing where our heroes are, and so basically they always know where our heroes are and what they're doing, and they sort of orchestrate their moves using modern technology. And this was a Steven Spielberg idea, an original Steven Spielberg idea, and he sort of fleshed out the story and gave it to some writers, and after years of development, they finally got it to the point where they wanted to make the movie. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. I think that's part of the top secrecy too, is that it's a Spielberg story and it comes from Amblin, and it's always you get your scripts that are coded and you can't copy them, and so there's something like romantic about that. Well, I love him. When he came in and read for Disturbia, I wasn't that familiar with him, and he just blew me away, and we just hit it off, and we knew we wanted to work together again, and it's fun because here we are 1 year later, and his career and who he is, everything has changed so much. He's still the same guy, but he's done Indiana Jones now, it's in the can. He did Transformers right after Disturbia, and so I don't know, I feel like we're kind of growing up together, and it's kind of fun. Michelle, I love Michelle. When I saw Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I made that little note where I have to work with this girl, and given this opportunity, and this role was just perfect for her. We offered her the role right away because I was just such a big fan, and the studio loved her. But she's very natural, and Shia is a very natural actor, and so together I think it's really well to have sort of these organic performers working together, because we're always going off script a little bit and playing, and they do it so well together. He's involved. He was really involved in pre-production, and he was shooting Indiana Jones while we were shooting this. So he's come by the set a few times and has some really good script notes, and he's been very involved, and it's exciting to have him around. So he's very busy himself, so he comes around every once in a while and has a major impact in a positive way. So it's great. Well, from my point of view, this is definitely the biggest sort of action movie that I've been involved with, and so there's a lot of technical knowledge, where green screen comes in, and a lot of that stuff. So for me, it's been educational in learning how to sort of make the big movie, and I'm having a good time, and it's great having Derek Walski, who did the Pirates movies, and all that crew who did all 3 Pirates movies. They're very well schooled in green screen and special effects, so they've been very helpful. But for me, it's just been a lot of fun. I mean, we're wrecking cars and flipping trucks and doing things that you always dream of doing when you're a director, when you want to be a director when you're a kid. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, we haven't been able to formally rewrite because of the writers' strike. So we kind of, I'm in the Writers Guild, and of course all the writers are in the Writers Guild. So we sort of come up with some little ideas that can help make a scene better. We can't really write them down, but I can make suggestions as a director. So we've been a little bit crippled on this one, more so than ever, but we really had the script in pretty good shape before we started, thank God. Style, I mean, because we're sort of dealing with technology and sort of how Big Brother is getting more and more involved in our lives without us even knowing it, I really wanted it to be sort of natural, like 70s style. I mean, we watched The French Connection, and we watched The Parallax View, and I really just wanted the movie to have a real natural, real feeling, even though we're dealing with high technology, because that's the way the world is today. I think we're all playing with high technology, and the world is still very real and gritty. So we sort of contrasted the technology and kept it very gritty. Yeah, definitely, and I'm also just, for me, growing up, I'm a big fan of American films. I think we reached our high point in the 70s with those kind of movies, when we were taking chances, and our heroes were a little bit dirty, and the film was grainy, and it was just, to me, that's the most attractive part of American cinema, is the 70s.